Hey guys, so this is my postpartum slash new mom vlog video just to kind of let you guys know how things are going and talk a little bit about what it was like those first couple of weeks. And my baby now she will be 11 weeks old tomorrow, so not too much of a new mom. I'm almost at the end of what they call the fourth trimester. If you don't know exactly what that is, you can look it up, but I can also give you a quick, basically what it is the idea that when babies are born, it takes them a little bit of time for them to acclimate to the world outside of the womb and whatnot, and so it's a time where a lot of times babies are, they don't want to be put down, they want to be close to their mom. If they're breastfeeding, they want to feed a lot, etc., etc., and that's very normal because if you think about it, they're, in this nice little cozy home for, months and months, and then they just get brought out into the world and, they feel hungry and cold and tired and etc., so it's a really big change for them. So anyways, we're near the end of the fourth trimester, and I'll be going back to work in about a week, and I'm so nervous about that, but I will let you guys know how things have been. I was very lucky to not experience any postpartum depression. I was kind of worried about that because I do have a history of stuff like that, but none of that. The one thing that I've been struggling with is a lot of anxiety, and there is something called postpartum anxiety that I've heard of. I definitely have that, and I don't know if it is because of what happened to Micah and, losing my first child, or, if I would have been like this anyway, because I've always had anxiety, but I worry a lot about her, and I know that's kind of normal for, a new mom to do, but I think I might be a little bit excessive. No one's actually kept her since she's been born, except for my husband for about an hour or two. No one's kept her but me, and I don't want anybody to keep her but me, and no one's really fed her except for a stray bottle here and there, but then again, I've been breastfeeding, so, it's kind of hard for anyone else to do that, but, yeah, I don't really want her out of my sight, even if it's like on a different level of the house. So that's something that I've been struggling with, and as I approach getting to where I have to go back to work, I know that that's going to be a big struggle for me. Luckily, though, my husband will be keeping her, and I'm right down the road, so it'll be a good transition, and then I'll have the summer off, so I only have to work for 2 weeks. I know y'all are probably like, well, why are you stressing so much? It's just 2 weeks, but yeah, it's my anxiety issues. But it's been everybody says it's life-changing, and it will turn your world upside down, and it absolutely will. I can't imagine people that have twins, because just one is an absolute full-time job, it's just someone that needs you all the time, and you have to put her needs before yours always, and, that is a big transition, but one that I'm happy to do. I struggled a lot with breastfeeding the first couple of weeks. Probably the first 4 weeks were pretty bad. I had pretty much all the issues that you could think of. She had difficulty latching. I had a lot of cracked and sore nipples, and it got to a point where I would just almost cry every time she latched, and I would really dread every time she latched. I would literally just tense up because I knew it was going to hurt so bad. And I had mastitis, which, for those of you that don't know, it is an infection, and I had to get antibiotics, and that was all in the first week. And there was many, many times I was going to give up on it, and actually there was one night that I got so frustrated, and it hurt so bad that I fixed it. I have the little Inflamil supplement stuff, and we fixed a bottle, and I just couldn't give it to her, and I don't know, it just made me cry to think about it. I just wanted her to have my milk, and I didn't give it to her, and I just pushed through, and I gave myself, my goal was 6 weeks, and by the time I hit 6 weeks, it was getting a lot better, so I wanted to wait till 8 weeks, and now I'm at 11 weeks, and things are great. In fact, I'm stressing about the fact that she'll have to get bottles when I'm at work because I don't want to give her bottles. I just want her to feed and just nurse because, you know, I love the bond and it doesn't hurt anymore, and we have a really good routine with it and producing fine. One thing that's kind of embarrassing to talk about, my right side produces a lot more than my left, and she hates the left side, and so my right side is much bigger than the left, which is kind of embarrassing, but you can't really tell, I guess, if you're out in public. But, you know, even if you can, it doesn't really matter because I'm feeding my baby, and, you know, she's getting what she needs, and that's all I care about. And speaking of that, I am still about 20 pounds heavier than I was pre-pregnancy, and it's not moving whatsoever. You know, people say that breastfeeding, you're supposed to lose weight easily. No. Maybe that's true for some people, but that is not true for me. And I don't care. You know, weight is just, it is what it is, but the thing that I'm struggling with is I don't have any clothes to wear. Like, legitimately, none of my clothes really fit. And so we don't have the money right now for me to go and buy another whole wardrobe, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I'm thinking I'm going to have to be hitting up Goodwill here soon if I don't lose any weight, which I'm not really doing anything to lose the weight because I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at. It's just the clothes is the problem. So, you know, we'll figure that out. I'll probably be wearing maternity clothes still when I go back to work, but that is what it is. I don't really care. I'm trying to think, the dogs have been doing really well with her. I was a little bit worried about how things would go, and she doesn't really seem to mind when they bark, and they don't really seem to mind when she cries, and they don't really mess with her. They sniff her every now and then, but that's about it. She is sleeping pretty well at night, most nights. There was a stretch between, I think, 3 and 6 weeks that things were really rough. We thought she would had colic, and it was just really difficult. She was crying a lot, and we really couldn't do a lot to soothe her, and we tried everything. And eventually I took her back to the doctor, and we got her on some reflux meds, which now I'm kind of starting to wean off of, and she seems to be doing a lot better. So that's about it. Things are going really well, and I'm really happy, and that's kind of where we are. And I know this video was kind of boring, you know, just me talking, but hopefully you watched it and you weren't too bored. And if you're a new mom or you have some of the same experiences that I've had, let me know. Bye.